All right, should we get started? This is the first ever Hot Seat Show.
Yeah!
We are going to just tease what we're doing. This is going to be maybe a shorter show, maybe a long. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
We'll see how it goes.
It's the
We're
hot
going to
seat.
introduce ourselves to you. All right, the Hot Seat Show. This guy, I tell my therapist about this guy, and she doesn't believe me. Will Crawl away.
Yay! You talking to me about me to your therapist?
So, yeah.
I feel special.
And I tell this chick I work near a glitter factory, but she doesn't believe me either.
No. Well, if you went to a strip club without me, I want to know what happened there.
It's not a strip club you would be interested in.
Okay.
I mean, I believed him until he started coming home smelling like cologne and stuff too that he doesn't normally wear.
Oh, it's a guy strip club.
There you go.
Cologne and glitter. Oh, who said I wouldn't be interested?
Yeah. And I guess I'll introduce myself. I started this podcast, and all I got was this lousy shirt. Tom. And my nipples, I had to wear an overshirt because they came to play.
Oh,
today,
my
boys.
goodness.
They
Yes,
did
they
come to
did.
play.
It's not even cold in here.
No, they're just, they get that way towards my birthday. That's how I know. Oh, shit. You can hit a golf ball off this son of a bitch.
Turkey's done.
All right, so the Hot Seat Show, we're going to have comedians on, guests of all types. We're going to ask non-political. Don't worry about that. We don't do politics. We don't do religion. We definitely don't do Brett Favre.
Come on, can we take Brett Favre off the list and add somebody else?
You don't like Brett Favre?
I want to talk about him. I don't want him being on the no
I
talking list.
think he's uncanceled now. He was kind of canceled.
I know. We could add someone else. The Brett Favre thing. Let's think about changing
Maybe
Brett
somebody
Favre.
can say another person we can't talk about.
Someone should write in a suggestion
That's a great idea.
for
And
our
we won't-
third taboo.
Somebody
Politics,
you never want to hear their
religion,
fucking name.
and what is the
ever again.
third thing you don't want to hear?
Molly, what's an
Any more shit stories?
All right, Molly, why don't you give an example? Just jump in the middle of my page. Let people know what they're in for, what we're going to answer.
An example of a question?
Yeah, because I may do a bad joke monologue here and there.
What superhero would you like to be a sidekick for?
I would like to
Wait,
have
we're not
a
going to talk
sidekick.
about it now. You're going to think about
I'd
it.
like to have a sidekick.
Well, I'm
not
teasing
a
them. We're not
sidekick.
discussing it now.
No sidekick, Tommy.
All right, let's do some bad jokes. Will can't handle it.
You cannot
You can't
handle. He
handle
can't
the-
handle
I
the
can't
tease.
handle
He can't
being-
handle the tease and
That's
then not
why I
talk
don't
about
take
it.
you to male strip clubs. You can't handle the tease. You gotta get the
Can't
fuck
handle
out
it.
of
I
here.
know. I
man.
gotta get out.
Go. He's just living on the glory hole because he can't handle the tease out here.
Well,
with
I
the
would
big boys.
imagine a male strip club's got to have glory holes in the bathroom, right? You
think
get all worked up
I'm so
watching
hard
a male
in a male strip
stripper.
club. I just punch my own glory hole.
Oh
wherever
my
I'm at.
Goodness, right through there. What
There you go.
about splinters?
Oh, if you with speed, you keep that force going away from you.
All right.
All right, bad jokes, Mel. I got a couple bad jokes.
Does he?
We're doing the bad jokes?
Why
Give
not do
him a
couple bad-
ba-dum
do it.
before he starts. Oh, there we go.
It's the bad joke monologue. Everyone's waiting for hot seat questions, and I am in the way.
It's the bad joke monologue. It's bad. These are bad jokes.
That's a badass theme, man.
I like it.
The Queen celebrates her platinum jubilee.
Platinum Jubilee.
Woo, the first person to be on the throne for 70 years.
70. Jesus.
And I believe that record should have an asterisk due to her being a lizard person.
Lizard people live a long time.
Well, land tortoises, 150 years. This
How
is
long do you
nothing.
think this one's going to live?
If she's a lizard person and human live 80, land tortoise 150, you got to meet in the middle. I would say about 125.
So you guys are
120.
forgetting the fact that if she actually is a lizard person, you don't know how old she actually is.
Oh, she could have.
Before she started.
Yeah. Like we adopted
No,
a
because
bird.
they
We have no
showed
clue.
her. They showed her as a small child though when she was
But
born.
lizards
She's
are really
always-
close to birds, and you can't even blood test their age. You got to know when they're born and count.
I think you have
Otherwise-
to use carbon dating.
Are they shapeshifters too?
Yeah, they can shapeshift.
See?
That's why.
She
You
could have been
think
100
that-
years old already
you
and just
think that she
shape-shifting into a
would
child so that
shift
long plan.
into
Tell me she doesn't
something-
look like a perfect mold of like a grandmother. Like that's what she wanted.
She
to be.
does.
And she's looked like a grandma out of that mold.
Like the
since I was
sweetest,
born.
like, yeah,
like mom.
want her to
from
be your
Futurama.
grandma.
She's the grandma of the world.
Yeah.
she is.
She's our grandma.
Oh man.
We're
So-
stepchildren because,
we
you know,
got
we
Uncle
left
S-
home early and we fought everybody, you know, but we're still family. She's our grandma,
All right, I'll take that.
the Grandma Liz.
Grandma Liz. I
She
like it.
does. She's a sweet little old lady, you know. And you know, I think since
Liz is short for lizard, not Elizabeth.
yeah, right,
Yeah.
exactly. And when her husband died, it seemed like she seemed to get happier. I don't know. Is it my imagination? She's smiling a lot more. It's like that dark cloud of that evil lifted, and I'm telling you, she's good for another 20 years. I
Oh,
really
yeah.
believe that.
Well, they're gonna miss her husband in Wacky Races with Muttley and
Oh no.
Oh, God. How does Muttley laugh?
pretty much like me.
Yeah, kinda.
All right, PSA: monkeypox is now in
Oh,
14
God.
states.
It's from orgies, I heard.
Yep,
Yeah.
starting now.
Gay orgies.
No sex with monkeys, just for 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
That's fair. But you know what's going to happen.
Our monkey banging days are done.
Those 2 weeks are going to turn into 2 years.
Yes,
Everybody's going to get
Seen it
monkeypox,
before.
and we're still going to fuck monkeys.
and that's just how it's gonna go. It's played out.
It all seems like the horrible shit starts with fucking monkeys. Keep your hands off the monkeys. Don't fuck them.
Is it that weird? Because we're monkeys.
I know. No,
Are we?
we're not.
Yeah, we're a great ape.
primate. We're
I
a
thought we were
primate.
closer to mushrooms.
We're a primate, and that's apes, but monkeys are not apes. Monkeys have a tail.
Would you be weirded out if you saw an orangutan banging a gorilla?
No.
Well, then why would you be weirded out if you saw me banging a bonobo? We're just same members of the
I'd be
Because a
weirded out.
monkey is different from an ape.
No, those are great apes. There's 4 great apes or 5 great apes in Cuba. Bonobos,
Did you say grape ape?
great apes. Yeah, I got wacky races on my mind, baby. Bonobos,
ape.
humans, chimps, orangutans, gorillas. 5 great apes.
Did you say orangutan?
Yeah, orangutang.
Orangutan.
Whatever.
Tomato.
It's orangutan.
Or what did you say the other
Nobody
night?
gives a fuck.
Tomato, potato.
Tomato,
I
potato.
know. Who am I? Listen how I speak to be corrected someone else.
All right. Kevin Spacey says he will voluntarily appear in British courts for his sex attack charges. Huh, you sure? Voluntarily? I think we want to see the hard way.
You want him drug in there?
Yeah, I want to see that. Oh, I'm not going to that British court. Yes, you are.
Listen,
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
I'm telling you what, though, he's made some great movies.
He is.
I can't even think of, well, you know, that American Beauty thing. He's always been a little weird. And then the other one with
Yeah.
the guy when he had the foot. What was the name of that?
The Kaiser Soze.
The Kaiser Soze.
Usual suspect.
I'm sorry.
I know.
for-
Will is like
I
trying. He
want-
thinks we're on off the rails. We're
Hold
not.
on.
This
Let's
is the hot
do
seat.
this. This is the hot seat show. We're teasing everything. This is the first episode. How about I just tease those 2 jokes? Or should I actually tell a good one?
Do you have one?
Oh, I got to dig deep if I got a joke. I like that joke, but I don't think other people will.
Come on, let us have it. Give it to us.
Bill Cosby enters his civil suit for sex allegations. Molly used to enjoy his comedy, but lately he just puts her to sleep.
Oh, but
Boom!
bum.
All right.
That needs a.
So there'll be jokes like that. Hacky.
Do you think
Sometimes
he'll
good.
go back to performing at all?
He's got to go to court first. Nobody recognizes him in court. That's the problem. Hit me again with a rim shot there.
Why don't they recognize him?
Because they only saw him blurry.
I mean, before he drugged
It was a
him.
bad one.
That wasn't was bad.
You know what? He's a great stand-up.
Yeah, he is.
I told you had to explain that one better.
He's a stand-up that makes you lay down.
Oh, Tommy.
Better?
Yes.
All right.
I don't know if you've heard, but I have arthritis in my spine.
Yeah, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Welcome to the hot seat, everybody. This is our first show. We are gonna hook you with this show. That's the goal. Let's hook you and make you listeners.
That intro was created by our Eric Thriller.
Oh, we got his name out there.
Yeah.
Now open your mouth wide and get ready for us because we are going to hook you.
Yes, we're doing it.
We're
It's the
gonna
hot seat.
Funny fuck your mouth with all this stuff. Woo! All right, hot seat. First question: is Amber Heard worth dating after this?
No, fuck.
You
I
wouldn't bring
no,
her.
I don't want a woman that will take a shit on my bed. No fucking way. I don't. She's nutty. She's fucking batshit crazy.
I know, but maybe she turned a corner with this. Is she worth it? She's a 10, okay? Normally 10s can
I
only
don't
date
think
9s.
she's a 10. I don't think she's a 10.
Oh,
She's not a 10.
she's a 10. So you knock her down a couple pegs.
Crazy bitch that shits on your bed is a 10?
Yeah, but now 6s and 7s may have a shot. It's a whole new wave of dicks coming at her. Like, because she's dropped from a 10. She's now approachable.
I don't know. I think, and I've heard that she's always had a hard time like crying, but you'd think if her testimony was she looked so fake when she was.
She's
and
not that great an actress.
I don't know if that's just, I don't know. I feel bad for her if she was actually like feeling those emotions and couldn't show them, but watching it made me go, what the hell? Like, she's supposed to be an actress? What?
I didn't watch any of it.
I just took the
I just saw
highlights.
clips like that. The news shows.
I
kinda
internet
showed.
watched it.
Right. Or I would
never-
hear about it like on a podcast or a radio show. That's
Actually,
all
yeah,
know
everything
about.
I know about that trial is against my will.
I never
don't-
actually sat
I
and
never
watched it.
Wanted to participate. I just know everything about it by existing.
Well, he didn't get as much as
That
he
sucks.
wanted.
I don't think it was about the money.
No,
I really don't.
he wanted to bury her.
He wanted his reputation back. He wanted like to get, because he was just silently getting canceled from everything.
He didn't finish his series he was in for Harry Potter, the new Harry Potter.
And now everyone is mad. They're so mad. They're saying that
I
I'm
was
going to
mad.
watch it because they replaced Johnny Depp.
He was the main bad guy for 2 movies, and then in the third final movie, they replaced him.
They took him out.
I didn't watch him in any Harry Potter, but do you think that
good.
this will help him to
I
get work again?
We'll see, but it has
He is
definitely
such a
gotten a
badass now.
lot of the public behind him, more so than they
Ever
were,
before.
because it's been so public and people have been watching this and invested in it. And I've seen so many people just supporting him, and I mean, yeah, I think
I like him
was-
as Jack Sparrow, that's for sure. It was a great.
And
That was a great thing.
She
Well,
will remember the day
the sad
she
thing about
almost
it-
got Captain Sparrow.
You used it. The sad thing about it is I think that was an all around just terrible relationship. It was toxic on both sides. I don't think either one of them was innocent, but
And I think there was physical abuse on both sides
I'm
as
sure
well.
that there was.
You know, coked up and shit. Come on, man.
and I think it was sad that they even
I don't think it was
publicized
both
this
sides.
trial.
If
Well,
Johnny
she
Depp
was
put the boots to
definitely-
her, she
was definitely the aggressor, and I'm sure there were a few times he got fed up. He snatched her up, probably, and gave her a couple of
It's not
smacks.
like
Not
Europe.
like
I mean,
Use-
look, the real situation is we'll never know it actually happened behind, in their relationship.
and
but-
we shouldn't. It's their personal life.
And that's what bugged me about this whole trial. They're airing out all their laundry and
There's
like,
a lot of other shit this trial is distracting.
Who
Everybody
cleaned up
from-
the shit? That's what I want to know. They got had
Oh,
maid
they are
come
not
in there.
paying. Yeah,
They
Johnny
had a
Depp's
maid
not.
come in, have to clean up some
oh,
shit.
he didn't clean it up.
He didn't grab a paper towel and grab a hot shit out of the bed. There's no way. Once you make that money, it's like I'm never picking up a shit again. Never. I will hire someone to walk my dog. I'm not touching shit.
How much money you got to make to?
There's an amount of money that I
Never
got to make
touch-
that I will never climb a ladder again. I will stay on the ground for the rest of my life. I don't know. Maybe I'll fly.
You can
but-
put Molly up the ladder.
Yeah.
Then you can
I don't
look up
mind
her
heights.
dress, up her
She
skirt.
I don't wear
mind
skirts,
heights.
but I don't mind heights.
She has some sundresses that
I
really
do.
get me.
It's
I
been a
kind of
while.
wish
You
she
know what
would
I
have worn
heard?
one
When
today.
I should
Molly
bust
wears
'em
a
out.
sundress, she doesn't wear underwear.
She does
No.
not.
Isn't that something?
And the other
Yeah,
day,
that's when you get her on the ladder.
the other day, my friends pull up
It's a
at our
hot, talk
house,
about a hot seat.
and at the exact moment they show up, I'm blowing Molly's shirt up with
He
the leaf
was.
blower in the yard.
we had been doing like lawn work, and I was all full of like grass and whatever, and I had just blown like the grass clippings off of him,
I
and then
bet you did.
Yeah.
well, and
Just blown me.
I was literally just blowing the grass clippings off, but he gets it. And he's like playing a game of trying to get my shirt like up.
Yeah.
And at that exact moment, his friends pulled up into our driveway as he's
And you know what the
Perfect
friend
timing.
said? They're bigger than you would think.
Look at them puppies blowing in the wind.
Hey, the funny thing is, like, this
Good
is the
thing
way
they
you
got
should
a
tell it.
fence, then
You should
kids are
just
blown
say,
away.
I had just blown Tom, and then Tom was blowing me.
Yeah. All right, here's another good one that I was thinking about.
It's so Marilyn Monroe.
What would happen if Medusa was bitten by a werewolf?
Well, first off, she would turn him to stone before he had a chance to bite her. Because
Oh, you can get her from behind. He's a werewolf. He can come in.
yeah, he doesn't have to look at her for her to.
You don't think those
Or to
snakes
bite
are
him.
going to make her hip to what's going
Well,
on?
what happens
They
to
look
the
in every which
snake?
way. No, they looking all in her hair. She's got snakes. Have you seen that commercial? The Amazon
Yeah, that one
commercial?
pissed me off. What'd that guy do?
Yeah, what did he do?
What'd that
I
guy do?
know.
He got turned to stone and killed
But
because
dude, I'm
he
going to tell you.
he like cheers
And
her
then
from
she's
across the
getting
room.
together with her girlfriend.
That's
Well,
bullshit.
it might
I
have been
hope
an
a werewolf.
accident. It would be terrible.
No, those girls.
She put her
turned on him like-
sunglasses down.
Yeah, she
Oh, she
pulled them
did.
down. First
to
off,
kill 'em.
beautiful eyes.
I-
Beautiful eyes.
If you ever, yeah, it's the last
But
thing you'll
that's
see.
the last thing you'll see. But
Yeah.
like he didn't deserve that shit. But you see, that's how they are when they get together, girls.
So say she's wearing her sunglasses, and a werewolf snatches her ankle from
I
behind
think
and runs off.
she just still has her powers, and now she's also
Well,
a
would the
werewolf.
snakes turn into wolves?
Oh, wouldn't that be cool, dude? That sounds like a great movie. These little fucking wolves.
Would the snakes turn into wolves?
Wolf heads.
Or would they
Once
make
a
her,
month.
Or would she be immune?
Wolf. Yeah, I know a woman that has wolf heads.
So she'd
Once
turn
a
into
month.
a wolf with writhing wolf head hair?
Yes,
Now
would
we got
be
a monster movie.
that's a great. Hey, call what's his name? The guy that's going to be your
Twisted Dreams.
yeah, what's his-
Christopher House.
No, not him. The guest, the Toma guy.
Oh, Trauma. That
Trauma.
would be Lloyd Kaufman.
Lloyd
He's
Kaufman.
going to be at Twisted
Bring
Dreams.
it up to Lloyd Kaufman.
Twisted Dreams Film Festival at the Avalon.
Yeah.
Or
October.
and then she gets bit by a vampire, and then these snakes grow fangs. Well, they already have fangs. They just turn into little Draculas,
Yeah.
little bats flapping around.
And then
in
a
her
zombie
hair.
bites her and everything dies.
Oh, that's terrible.
But it's still zombie.
No, but like the little zombies in her head would be trying to bite her
Wouldn't
brain.
turn into
Can
zombies.
Try
she
to
still turn
zombie
people to
werewolves.
stone when she's a wolf?
What if she only has to look at you to turn you into a wolf then?
Ooh.
Instead of biting you,
Oh,
if you
that's
look at her, bam, you're a werewolf.
But
But
it
you're
ha-
not a
wait,
werewolf
wait.
that shoots werewolf
No, but
shoot knives.
no, it has to be during a full moon.
Yeah, once a month.
You know,
she
once
can
a
just
month.
look you into being a werewolf.
And any other time, she still turns you into stone?
Yeah.
No, she turns you into a stone werewolf.
So you turn into a wolf and then instantly are frozen forever?
That would be terrible.
That's dumb.
There's
Yeah.
well,
Turn
she
you
would
into
be
werewolf
norm. A werewolf only fucks with you once a month. Right?
once a month. Well,
Once every
one-
28
Depending on the
days.
story.
Not
Some
just
of them can change at
once.
will.
Really? Ugh.
I
No, it's
thought you
gotta
had to be
a-
like the king werewolf, the original.
It depends on the story.
There's a king werewolf.
There's the first
The
werewolf.
alpha?
What's his name?
He was like Dracula's brother.
The werewolf was Dracula's brother. Well,
Yeah.
how did he become one if there were none?
No, wait. The first fucked up being. I'm using what is that? The lichens and the what movie am I using? Underworld?
Yes.
So there was an original being that had two kids. One was a fucked up werewolf. One was a fucked up vampire.
Wow.
So those were his two sons
Did
from
they
the
fuck him up?
original.
And then-
They had to control the werewolf because he didn't have any, like he can't shut it off.
Well, what about the mother? Who is she? Is she normal?
I
I
don't
don't
know who the
remember.
mother. They only showed the father.
I think they just
She was
did
probably
that.
making him a sandwich.
They weren't focusing on them as kids. They just showed that to show why they had a like blood feud between the vampires and the werewolves, I think.
Because the werewolf would not ever stop killing, and everybody
It
on the
was
planet would be a
Cain
werewolf.
and Abel thing.
Think so?
Yeah, two brothers.
Well-
Hated,
No, then the werewolves and vampires banged and made a werepire,
what?
And then
Oh,
he-
werepire?
and then he had to kill he killed everybody.
Who did the werepire bang?
She banged Kate Beckinsdale.
Yeah.
Yeah, he banged Kate
She is
Wait,
Beckinsale.
what
hot
is this
in those-
movie called?
Underworld, man.
Underworld.
There's like 5 of them.
Where
And
can
then
you
the chick
find
that
on
replaced
Netflix?
Kate Beckinsale is exactly as hot as her.
When is it? What is this on Netflix?
Underworld.
It's
There's
called
like
Underworld. It's
it's
a
great.
they're a
The
movie
Underworld?
series. Just Underworld.
Huh. Was there a book that you read beforehand?
It's a movie.
No, there's not magic in it, so Molly does not get. There's
Molly
no
only
magic, no
reads
dragon.
magic.
She
That's
don't.
not true. I've read shifter romance novels.
Shifter is. Does that just happen, or is that magic?
Well, you're
It's
talking about Underworld, and you're
magic.
talking about I wouldn't have read this book.
You can't shift without
Because-
magic, Molly.
Unless
who
you're a
do you think
vampire
you're
or a
killing?
werewolf. It
You're
needs to be
saying
a
I
blood
wouldn't have read this
disease.
book because it's not magic, and then you're saying
Did you
shifter
read,
stuff is magic.
Name one book that isn't magic.
I mean, in school I read plenty. The
Wow.
Scarlet Letter and the Huckleberry Finn. and
Huckleberry
all the
Finn.
school
Fuck,
reading ones.
did you go to a German
1984?
school room? Oh, that one was
Animal
not
Farm?
made in the 1800s.
No, I didn't read that one.
No,
I read Animal Farm.
Everybody read Animal Farm.
Everybody knows it. You
Everybody read Animal.
Jesus Christ.
Molly.
You know how funny we are with all of our Animal Farm references that she doesn't get and probably clips out of a show?
Yeah,
I read Little Women too.
she
That's
cuts-
a really long, not
oh.
fantasy, not magic book.
She cuts
She
all the
thought
funny
it was
parts
a
out.
book about witches, Little Women, so that's why she read it.
Oh,
No.
and there was nothing witchy going on.
It's like, where's the witchcraft shit?
Yeah.
All right, Will, you quietly get a letter
Okay.
that wills you $50 million from a relative you never knew you had.
Oh,
Checks out, clears your bank account.
really?
Who do you tell? What do you do? Because now you're a 50 millionaire.
50
And
million.
Wow.
nobody knew. Nobody knows. You just got the letter and said, this has got to be bullshit. Run it to the bank. And they said, checks out, man. Here's your 50 million.
Huh.
Ooh.
I would definitely let my sons know.
You would?
Yeah.
Because they're, yeah, with the time
That's-
you got left, they're probably getting 49 of a million.
Right, right. And they got to know what's happening, you know?
I mean,
Okay.
would you tell them to keep it quiet too?
Yeah, of course.
Because you can't really
'Cause then
just
you'll have-
tell everybody.
No, because
You know how many cigarettes Coben would be bumming from you if he knew you had $50 million?
If I had $50 million, Coben couldn't find me. I'll tell you that.
To bum a cigarette.
Wait, I thought he was your son too.
He's not my real biological son.
Whoa, I'm gonna show him.
I
this.
would be. He's going to see it, I'm sure. He's got to realize what's what.
He's not 50 million son worth.
Well, come on, man.
50
If
million?
you open, it's like pulling the finger out
So-
of the dike. That fucking flood will just
So you would
overtake
share
you.
with your sons, and
Absolutely.
then what would you do? So you would split it 3 ways.
I really haven't thought much about it. What I would probably do if I had 50 million, I give him. I don't want to ruin them. I give him each about 5 million. I think that's enough.
Yeah, that's
And then I would have 40. And you know what? I would give Mike Coben $500,000, and I would help rebuild this studio. Give you guys $500,000.
All right. Is it each or both? Like, do we split $500,000?
Yeah,
or-
you got to split it.
fuck.
You got to split the $500,000.
Son of a bitch.
Well, I'm helping rebuild the studio, though.
Well, yeah, this could be the Will Krolowitz building.
But listen,
Ooh,
the studio looks pretty good. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it
does.
does. I
Still,
think the studio looks amazing.
I
Oh,
give
subject.
50,000 each to Barb. And
Yeah.
and the Foz.
Get your tits redone, hon. You
Get
earned
your-
it.
Molly.
For what?
You
For
know
me?
what? Yeah. You know what? They're bigger than they look.
Yeah.
just
She don't need them
doesn't-
redone. Because you know what I would do with 50 million? I would
Yeah.
call you collect from Vegas and ask if you can bum me a plane ticket home because I'm broke.
Oh my God. No, man.
No,
In
you
that
would
case,
not. You're more
do
responsible.
you
than
have
that.
a gun and can I borrow a bullet? I'm not coming home after 50 million. Why would you go gamble any of it?
Who said I gambled? That's in your mind, man. I had hookers and coke all night. I didn't even gamble a penny of it.
Hookers and coke?
That's what you
think
would
you'd go
do.
through 50 million with hookers and
If
coke?
the coke keeps me going and I got a steady hydration station, I think
You get tired of it.
You've never
quick.
done coke in your life.
What are Molly and I going to do with the rest of that 50 million
would
after you
not.
drop dead?
You would not do any of that.
Yeah. I
I would
honestly,
be very responsible and at the bank and investing.
You
well,
would.
no, but I think cocaine's a bad idea. It is because you can
But you
die
know
from
what?
that shit.
There is a part of your mind that goes, I wonder what it would be like if I just blew 50 million in Vegas.
You know what you would do? You would take care of your parents. You would build a giant like outdoor bird aviary for the birds and
A bird. What do you call
probably
it? A bird what?
Aviary.
aviary.
Aviary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool word. I've never heard of aviary. So it's like
Yeah.
an environment for birds.
Outside.
Yeah, outside so that they can fly around outside.
And
but
it has a
it's-
top because,
You don't want them to get away.
Right.
well, no, you don't want the crows to get in or
Oh,
the,
yeah.
Yeah.
the hawks and shit.
How big would that be?
As big as you want.
Like
I mean,
an
if he
acre or two?
if he had that much, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'd have land up north.
And he'd have so many birds.
What about in like
yeah.
down in a tropic area, like where it's warm?
Oh, that's
too?
where I would retire for the winter.
Yeah, where would you go?
That's where I would retire.
They snowbird. Where would you go? What country would you go to?
I would probably
You
visit
can go to
Argentina.
Colombia. That's where they have the cocaine.
Get it right from the source, man. Hey, I want to see the fucking line. I
You
want to see
can
how this
grow
shit is
your
made.
own coca plants and have your own.
I want to
little
see the
refinery.
naked ladies packing it,
Right? Yeah.
so
that's
they
what I
don't
was-
steal it.
I
You gotta
know,
make sure
they
they're
had 'em
naked.
naked. You don't think I get a little from it? I don't know, man.
No, you'd go to where's the
Tommy, I think you're
where
gonna
the
end
where
up
the weeds all
dying of an
legal.
OD if you get any bit of money.
If I get any, bit of-
It always comes back to coke.
I've never done coke. I just figure I have to when I'm rich.
You
It's
would
almost like
be
I have to learn how to golf. I'm rich, I have to do some coke once in a while. Everybody, all the rich people are standing around and they're like, "Hey, here, take this." What, aren't you rich? Like, sure.
you would be
be-
way too much to handle on coke, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I'd probably go
Can't you
right
just
to
have some-
cornholio.
Yeah.
Just some good weed and something.
Oh, there'd be
you know,
plenty of
and
it.
then like
yeah, we moved
good
to like
alcohol.
what, Amsterdam?
Yeah, good
I'm
alcohol.
not moving there.
Man, you can get mushrooms in Amsterdam.
I'm gonna get some mushrooms. I'm gonna go to the
We knew a
manager of the
mushroom
Bellagio,
the other
and I'm
day.
gonna say, I'm done with the coke. That was great. Now I need some mushrooms.
Let me ask
And
you
just keep
something.
the hookers coming. Just keep a steady flow.
When you were out looking for what is it,
Morels.
morels? Did you not see any psilocybin out there?
No, it grows on cow shit, and that's like fenced
Yeah.
off. There's not like
Oh.
cows on public property.
How wonderful are cows, man. They give you beef, they give you milk, they give you fucking psilocybin out of their shit. It's like
Taco
totally
meat
organic, man.
Comes from beef,
Fuck, from beef.
And
milk,
mushrooms.
cheese.
Mushrooms.
What's a better animal for us, a cow or a chicken,
Oh, well, I would say
or a pig? What's the best animal?
chicken?
I'm gonna go
Chicken, you get egg.
I'm gonna go with the cow.
Cow, you get milk and cheese.
Milk, cheese,
Oh, I guess
psilocybin.
milk and cheese.
You really
you're
don't
right.
milk a pig, right? So
You get meat too.
you get meat. Pig's out.
Yeah, but this is
Because
I'll
pig
take
only gives you meat.
no, not only that, but
Cow and chickens are
they're-
meat and
they're wonderful, smart animals.
the pig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is like smarter than a dog.
Mhm.
And then to eat something like that, it's almost like a child.
No, anything below me is
No.
eatable for me.
I
I
just
know,
feel like
I love bacon. I could never get
And anything more smarter than me, I want to eat
more
too.
smarter.
I don't eat lamb. I don't eat because it's high in cholesterol and I don't like it. I don't like lamb.
I've
I had really good
once.
lamb in Mexico,
Yeah.
so
Did you?
maybe I didn't have lamb.
What did you have in Mexico?
Lamb,
Chihuahua?
Lamb chops.
lamb chops.
You said maybe you really
I
didn't
was
have
so
it.
pissed that night. Damn it!
So
I ordered lasagna.
And they gave you lamb chops?
No, they gave me a fucking spoonful of lasagna,
yeah,
and my mom got a whole fucking crown of lamb chops.
Why
Yeah,
did you
Tom-
only get a spoonful?
Tom ordered some lasagna, but I don't know if it was off of the appetizer menu, but it literally came like on it was like
Who in the fuck puts lasagna as an appetizer?
Well,
Yeah.
I've seen like
and that's what he
deep
got.
fried
And then his mom's
ravioli
got
as an appetizer.
so he's got this plate with a little thing
With
of
a
lasagna,
ravioli.
and his mom's got a
Mm.
rack of lamb chops.
Listen, this is the thing too. No matter where you go, your mama's always got
my
a
back.
better. No, but she's always got
She
the better
shared with us,
food.
though.
And that of course,
She
that's what a
did.
good mom will do. But it always seems like mom always knows the right shit to order, and you're like, why the fuck didn't I order
But-
that?
Lasagna sounded good at the time.
Back to the animals, I still think that chicken's got to win because
Oh, that's right. We're on that.
yes, you get eggs and you get meat,
Yes.
but as far as keeping something like for survival or for they don't eat as much. They could eat like you just
Bugs.
birdseed bugs. Just let them out in the grass, and they're probably fine.
And they all produce eggs without a rooster, I found out.
What? Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's not fertilized.
Yeah, but if you have a rooster, then you can have more chickens, and then you can eat the chickens. You get the eggs. You get they're just, I think, lower maintenance than having cows and having to like breed cows for more meat.
And you have to, my great-grandma,
because of the environment,
Suka,
they
too.
eat more.
The flatulence is
she was
fucking
a
up the ozone
handmaid
layer.
for 50 years, and she never missed a day in 50 years. My great-grandma Suka.
Wow.
Morning and evening milking. 50 straight years, perfect
How many
attendance.
cows?
She dropped 100 head. She dropped out of school in the 4th grade
Wow.
and became a dairy maid until she was like 60.
She was never like sick and just slept in and missed a day. Had
Never
someone else
missed
do it
a day.
for her?
Christmas.
No
anything.
arthritis in her hands from milking?
Oh, could you imagine the hand job she could give you? 50 years of milking a cow. She could do it in her sleep.
That's your great grandma you're talking
Yeah,
about.
an
She was
old
dirty.
lady.
She was hilarious.
But an old lady jerking
She
you off.
had to stop
the
babysitting
bony
me
fingers?
because when I was
Because she was
10,
jerking you off. She
she
was
was
milking
jerking me
you.
off. No, she she didn't want to drink alone, and she called it snort of tequila rose. So she's giving me shots. I like strawberry milk to a kid,
Yeah.
and that's what. And I'm like all fucked up. I came home. My mom came from. Like, what happened to you? Oh, we were drinking strawberry milk.
It's your
Wow.
mom's mom?
My mom's grandmom.
Her grandmom, did she ever talk with her about it?
Well, it was just I was done getting babysat by great grandma.
Well, how old was she at the time?
She was probably close. I mean, I remember my mom had a lingerie party and she was 88 and showing off there.
Wow.
So she
Wait a
lived to
second.
101
This old lady's going to lingerie parties.
at 88.
She's giving alcohol to children.
She is cool as
She
fuck.
took
That's
advantage
metal.
of you, and maybe you had passed out and not even realized that
stop
she was
it.
milking you.
Get out of here.
Great grandma was awesome. And she was always had to give me something. And it would be
Yeah, I
like,
bet she did.
well, when we would stop over, we would just show up. I think my mom was checking on her grandma, and she'd be like, "Ah, fuck, you brought a kid. I ain't got a gift for him." And then she'd dig through her purse. She always had lottery tickets.
Nice.
She just gave me a fucking scratcher. There you go. I won. What do I do with it? Well, do you want another one or do you want $1? I want $1.
That
What should I
sounds
do?
like a nice old lady. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
she just, her son she lived with, Percy, my uncle Dick St. John, would
Percy and Dick?
same guy. I don't know.
Percy Dick.
Would
So his name was Percy, but his nickname was Dick?
his
No,
name
it's
name
Richard.
his real name was Dick St. John. Everybody called him Percy.
Oh, that's weird.
He was a race car driver.
That's a weird nickname.
I know
Okay.
a guy, his name is Percy. That's his name. I guess Percival. And they call him Percy.
I don't know why Dick St. John.
Dick
Percy.
St. That's
Maybe
a
it is.
name.
Maybe he
Dick
liked
St. John.
St. John liked to carry a little Percy.
Yeah. Well, every
Once in a
morning
while.
he gave his mom a stack of lottery tickets to scratch throughout the day, so she
Hmm.
wasn't bored. And
What
if
a
you
good
sneak
son.
over, she'd throw you
Right?
one.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's how you take care of great
You know,
grandma.
when I would see my mom when she would come
She
visit,
needed that motion. We're still that scratch, that jerking motion.
when my mom would
Twice a
come
day.
over, she would give me $1 because I rarely saw her.
Yeah.
And she was usually, drunk. So she'd give me $1 and then she'd reach in her pocket and she'd pull out a little violet candy. You know what those are?
Yeah, they're awful. We've talked about this. They're the
Yeah.
museum candy.
And then, and
You
I
only buy
thought,
them at the museum.
I'm like, she always has
Museum candy.
violets. And then later I was told by my cousin, that's because she's always drunk and she does that to hide
To hide the
the
alcohol breath.
smell.
This is the only thing nasty enough to cover up vodka.
It tasted like soap. So it's almost like washing your mouth
You
out.
feel good about it.
It tasted like soap. Ugh.
I'm gonna find some.
No, you go to any museum, go to the gift shop. They will have a ton of
Why
them.
is that
I
in-
guarantee it.
Wait a minute. Just museums?
Yeah, because that's the only place they sell them anymore. Because nobody buys them unless you're at a novelty gift
But
store.
why at the museum?
'Cause
you'll
it's
buy
old.
anything there. Yeah.
Because what?
Because they're old. They're antiques. They're relics of the past.
Oh, that
did you
makes
ever,
sense.
did you ever have those little Necco candy wafers? Have you ever tried them?
Yeah, they're I don't like them.
The black licorice, the chocolates were good. I didn't like some of one of
Hey,
them.
at the museum, is everything like old? Like the tampon dispenser? Is that like a cob of corn or something?
I
Like
don't
the
know.
old timey tampons?
Is that what they used
It
to
should
use?
be.
Corn cobs?
Probably.
I thought it was for pipes, like it would smoke pipes, and then they would stick it in the vagina.
Clean it right out,
And
man.
somebody's vagina smells smoky. They must be on the pipe.
Must be hot. This chick's hot.
I smell smoke.
All right.
Hey, well, this is the hot seat show.
This is the hot seat. We got a
If
comedian
you
on
got-
here.
Who you got?
We got you.
Oh,
The world traveling Will Crowley.
yes, me.
Woo! Should we
Woo.
interview Will at all?
Sure, why not?
Let's do it. This is the first hot seat
You gonna
show.
put me on the
First
hot
hot
seat?
seat show. Well,
Hot
I
sheet
kind of
show?
want to do this hot seat question.
Hot sheet show, you said?
Okay. If you
Okay.
were kidnapped and held
Uh-huh.
for ransom,
Nobody would pay.
yeah, what's a number you think your family and friends could come up with or be willing to come up with?
A pack of violets.
Oh, Mo! It's the best when Molly laughs the hardest at her own joke. Yeah.
It's like, ooh, I got one for this.
How much time would they have to come up with the money?
I'll say, in a week, we're sending the finger. So you got a week.
Well,
The
they would
finger?
probably say, which finger?
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about my sons. They would do whatever they could.
Okay. So you're in
And
good hands. You
He-
were a
he-
good dad. You got
He'd
that.
give up the Beatles wallet for
Now, my other family, well, most
No.
of them are dead. So, but like, you know.
What do you think we could get in a GoFundMe for you? Get Will back.
Oh, God. I don't think it'd be very much.
Yeah. Well, what if let's say the attacker's like $50,000. Are you going to be like, why not $50 million? They're not coming up with it.
I think they would come up with 50,000
50,000
for me.
Oh, damn.
I do. I believe that.
Well,
You
we
know,
would call
by
Roy.
the way, I just
He's an international traveling comedian. He's got enough connections. People
and then you know
band
what?
together.
This is something like Ben. I looked at his house on Zillow for some reason because I was
Stalking
at
your
work.
own kid.
I was at work and they had had to overnight something and they said the address is not found in our database. So I Googled that address and it showed the house, and the house it looked like not much, and it was in California. It was $500,000. So I just thought, let me put Ben's address in there and see. $800,000.
Wow.
He's living in a $800,000 house. I don't know. I think they
he's
paid
living in a
$5 something for it.
$200,000 house and paying $800.
No,
if
that's
it's in
what the
Ca-
house is worth. The
in
Zillow
California?
estimate.
Yeah.
No, the
Well, but
Zillow.
if that house was like here,
No, for that money, what they could get here, I know. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
they're looking to move to the Midwest because
Oh
their
my God,
families
they would
from
Just grab a
Michigan.
house on a lake, man. A mansion
And
on a
they-
lake for
They've
800,000.
been there a good 8
Yeah.
years, and I don't
That's
know
why
what-
everybody's moving from the coast going, this is stupid living in an apartment
yeah.
when I can afford a property on a lake with a couple acres of woods and a pond.
right, you
for
can
my
sell your
apartment building.
$800,000 house and get something really nice here.
They are building a building right in front of my building downtown. It's called Ascent, and it's going to be one of the largest. I think they're supposed to start renting like this summer. Wood frame buildings, like 26 stories, right in front of my building, and I'm watching it come up. And I said, "Let me see." I went to see if they shown any of the apartments, what
Yeah.
it'll look like, and the cheapest apartment I saw was for a 1-bedroom, and it was I think 1,700
For a 1-bedroom
for
in
a
Milwaukee?
1-bedroom for 1-bedroom. And I said, "What's a 2 or 3-bedroom?" And I mean, they're upwards of $5,000. I mean, especially if you want something high
Let's
with
just
a
say
3-bedroom.
We have a
Who's going to pay that for rent? What is a corporation like
Call
moving
Roy.
you there?
Yes.
Yeah, I would
Call
definitely
call
Roy.
Roy at cbhsr.com. We have
Yeah.
a 3-bedroom double lot house, and we don't pay close to 17 for it.
It's beautiful
And it's not a
location
1-bedroom
too.
apartment.
And you got a great yard.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I mean, like when you see stuff like that, and like, who's coming up with that kind of rent every month? It's right
Just rent.
behind my
Just
building.
Throw it out.
And so when people come there and say, "Well, you know what they charge in that building over there?" and then look at what we're charging.
There you go.
And
And you
I'll
get
be
to
able-
look at the building. You can't even see
Yeah.
it when you're in there.
Yeah, when you're in there, you can look down on our
They're going to start charging
roof.
you more just to look at that one.
Yeah, look at
Right?
me.
Well, you know what? It took all the apartments in the back of my building that had all those corner units that had the light. Well, that building blocks out some of that light from the back of the thing. So, like, I thought it would affect renting, but it hasn't. It's been good. So I'm not having any problems
Well,
getting the places rented. So.
everyone's looking for places to rent right now.
Well, y'all were
Definitely.
talking about
We're going to Airbnb the place.
Yeah, that would be a great idea.
Yeah, and fix it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do some announcements and finish up with the question Molly teased.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
So, announcements. This is the Hot Seat Show. If you enjoy this, head on over to Off the Rails podcast, where we move a couple things around and do a whole nother show of all your internet crazy stories of the week,
Yeah.
of the week, of the year.
And we'll have
of
a
the
lot of
month.
great guests. I have just talked to them. Two of my army buddies from Greece, and they're down for doing the show. Coltrane and Zophar. So I know you guys.
Coltrane and Zophar, they almost changed the name of the country from Greece to Lube when they were there.
There's nothing gay going on. We were American soldiers, young men.
Like
In the
Top Gun
prime of our
volleyball scene is
lives.
what I'm picturing. American
That'll be-
soldiers.
That'll be a fun show.
Yeah.
It will be a fun show.
You know what? I haven't seen these guys in over 40 years. So just to see their faces, it's going to. Well, I have to tell you, John Zophar, I saw him. We were together in Greece, and then he got out of the army, and I was stationed down in San Antonio. I was going through school at Fort Sam Houston. I'm sitting in the Church's Chicken. I hadn't seen this guy since Greece. He comes staggering in Church's Chicken. And I was like, I don't even think he recognized me at first. Like, John, I can't believe it. I hadn't seen him since Greece. And I run into him in Texas. What were the odds?
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to remember that.
Less than 7 billion to 1.
Yeah. I mean, it
there's
was
7 billion people, right? So 1 in 7 billion are the odds.
well, back then in 1981, it might have been a little better.
1 in like 200 million.
That's when I saw him, 1981.
Yeah, that's probably 200 million was our population. There you go. What are the odds?
41
1 in
years.
200 million.
40 years ago, I saw him. 40 years ago was the last time I saw him. And then Coltrane had to be 42 years ago. That's crazy. And they're going to be on the show, man. It'll be awesome.
He's
I can't
pumped.
wait.
I can't wait either. All right. Well, I also can't wait for Twisted Dreams Film Festival,
Yes.
October 14th to the 16th at the Avalon.
The beautiful, majestic,
Oh.
historic Avalon
Yes.
in Milwaukee.
Yes.
We're going to have Lloyd Kaufman
Lloyd
there.
Kaufman, the great Lloyd Kaufman.
We're going to have, oh my God, I wrote it all down, but I didn't bring it with me. Just trust me. Stay tuned. We're going to be talking about it.
There are going to be
It's
so
October.
many people. We'll probably have a little burlesque show, a horror burlesque show.
Molly will show
Molly
them
will
big
be
old
in-
slobber knocking milk truck that
and
she
my
got
let
there.
me tell you, the films are just going to be amazing. We have so many submissions, so many great submissions this year.
And you know who else
Get
we
some
have there?
tickets.
Brinky Stevens.
The producers, Tom and Molly.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
And
And maybe y'all
Rat Bat Spider will be there.
will y'all let
Rat
me
Bat
in this
Spider.
time?
You can get in for free.
Yes.
I'll be there. Hey, what's the deal? Have we heard anything on doing State Fair?
Yeah. When we get the lady in on July 23rd, I believe.
She's gonna be on the show?
Yeah. But we're going to have a remote in from State Fair Park.
Okay, well,
So
be
we'll
sure
figure
to-
out what we can do then.
okay.
Milwaukee Paranormal Conference, same weekend. Go there.
Yes.
Go there, see me do a
You're going to be busy.
show
Man.
on The Secret.
Treasure hunting.
Treasure
in
hunting.
Milwaukee.
The
Real
Secret.
treasure.
So
You
he's
talk-
gonna
By
run
Byron
there
Priest.
And then run back to Twisted Dreams.
That'll be
What?
on Twisted Dreams. So
Yeah.
Tom ain't running nowhere.
10:30. Oh, I run
He runs
fast
all the
and
time.
far.
You do?
Oh,
You could run
yeah.
fast and
I
far?
could run 10 miles right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think you would
I-
live. I don't think you would live through it.
He's a sprinter.
You're
Yeah.
gonna sprint for 10 miles?
No, I'm like a lion, man. If I don't get you in the first 50 yards,
You're good.
fucking all right. I'll get
Speaking
the
of
next
lions,
one.
did you see that guy sticking his hand in the lion
Yep,
was behind
saw
the
that
fence?
one.
Oh my God. Got what he deserved. Fuck yeah, the lion wins. I'm for the lion in that. You
Yep.
fucking with a lion.
All
and
right.
Oh, that was great.
We got one more question.
Okay.
And then we'll wrap the show.
Okay.
The superhero you would like to be the sidekick for. Come on.
So I have to say that because I don't like being a sidekick.
You don't like being a sidekick,
Well,
but
but if
you're
you
not
had to choose.
Superman, right? But you can hang out with him.
Is it a superhero that has to have a sidekick?
No,
Or you could
just pick anyone that you would want.
You
to
just get to
sidekick
say,
for.
hey, man, I'm coming with you on adventures.
Okay.
I'm your sidekick now.
Captain America.
What?
Yeah.
A guy with a shield? He's a pussy.
It's America, man.
He's juicing. He's on roids. Asterix. He's
well,
not even a superhero.
would
It's
your-
America.
What would your power be?
Well, yeah, you get to fucking go pick up the shield when dumbass throws it.
What?
Oh, it didn't fucking bounce
The
back
shield's
because
a boomerang. It comes back.
it
Oh, you
doesn't
mean you
just
have to-
bounce back
You have
every
to,
time.
I would be able to do everything Superman could do, except I'm the sidekick of Captain America.
Well, I would be like Iron Man
Super
because he would
Frollo.
build me a suit.
Yes.
Not as good as his suit because he's fucking Iron Man. He wouldn't do that, but he would let me fly around.
You'd be Tin Man.
Superman would take
Not
one
iron,
look at
but it's
Molly,
metal.
X-ray vision, and be like, "Them babies are bigger
They're
than I thought they
bigger than
fucking
I
were."
thought they'd
Holy
be.
shit! Yeah, come on in. You're my sidekick. I get to look at them all day.
I think she would be like a bat girl. She has a kind of a bat thing,
Oh yeah, she would be in the
with the
car
tight
or
leather
on
outfit.
the. Yeah, it'd be like calling Alfred, but you'd call Molly.
That's it.
You'd be James Bond's sidekick. You'd be the person Q
No.
or whatever they got to call.
Nah,
No,
no.
Q is the boss. The sidekick,
Moneypenny.
yeah. Or
Yeah.
no, it's Alfred.
Alfred
kind of
is
the-
Batman's
That's
sidekick.
Batman. You're right. I don't know.
Molly, whose sidekick would you be?
Can I just say that I'm not like, I think I've outgrown the whole superhero thing, and obviously
Really?
you haven't.
No,
Yeah, I don't
not
have
at all.
much of an
Well, I
interest.
got the body of Thor. Why the fuck would I not
Oh, really?
go want to see me with my shirt
You
off?
got the body of Thor?
There was a
Did
fat Thor
you-
for a while.
did
If
you-
you've seen Avengers,
did you
yes,
eat
I had the
Thor?
body of Thor when
I
he
mean,
was fat in Endgame. That's my body.
I like your idea with
Iron
with
Man,
Iron Man.
because he gave Spider-Man the Iron Man suit.
No, you wouldn't get the suit.
His
You would
sidekicks
be
have all
his
gotten suits.
sidekick boy band. And you'd have a little boy band outfit to go with your boy band hairdo.
Hey, I look svelte. You know what I
You
look
do.
like? This is my style. Fathers look at me and are like, I know he's gonna bang my daughter, but damn, he's cool. I hope that helps me become his friend. That's what dads see when they see me.
All right. So what if a dad sees you and says, I know he's gonna bang my son, but
I hope he thinks I'm cool.
just don't be, you have to go both ways, If
No,
you
I
look, if
don't,
the
right?
dad's judging you, of course.
Well,
God damn, that set looks great.
yeah, that is.
A lot of work went into that, man. We really did.
I had to sleep in
change-
braces because I got carpal tunnel
He did.
for like
because
6 months.
we had to change it from the off the rails set, and we had a lot of work that went into
This fucker
that.
says we like he's included.
I know, but hey, who do you think put that up?
All right, what do you guys think of the hot seat? Was that good? Was that good enough for a first show? Molly can edit it down to 5 minutes of funny.
I think that's a good show. So people know that this is what
This is what we're gonna do.
This is
We're
what
gonna
we're
have
gonna do.
crazier questions like next week. Would you ever object at a wedding?
Yes, I can't wait.
A simple.
No one wants to invite me
wait,
because they're
don't
afraid.
stop it. We're teasing it.
We're teasing questions. You
Oh,
can't help
Don't
it.
answer it.
Should I get the red ball to help you? This helps you.
That would be funny if you just said, "Welcome to the show," and I'm sitting there with a ball gag
The
on.
ball. Oh man, we should have done this one. I got who would win in a fight, you versus a kangaroo, and I have footage. We'll save that for next week.
Wow.
I have footage of a guy fighting a
That'll be
kangaroo.
next week. That'll be fun.
You know,
Tune
the
in
thing
for that.
is, they can lean back on that tail. It's strong
Yeah,
and kick you with
I've
all
seen them
four.
knock dudes out in a boxing
They'll
ring with
fuck
boxing
you
gloves.
up, man. They could claw your guts out
Oh, your fucking guts out, Mal.
if they're
That-
wearing gloves. But like, if they go back on their
No,
tail,
this was in the
their
wild.
back feet. Yeah.
Are we talking about it?
We shouldn't be.
Stop
He
it.
needs the ball. Got the ball. Molly, do some reads. Read it up, baby.
Guys, we are the hot seat.
Show.
You can We are the Hot Seat. You can find us everywhere at The Seat is Hot.
The seat is hot. Like and share.
The Seat is Hot at gmail.com.
It's
The
hot
Seat
as
is
share.
hot on Twitter. The Seat is hot on
The
Facebook.
seat is
The
hot.
Seat is hot.
Hot.
And while you're at it, go over to our other show, our sister show, Off the Rails
Off
TM.
the rails,
Off
sister
the Rails
show.
TM everywhere. So we're going to be dropping this show 5 episodes all at once.
On
We're
the
baking them up to
solstice.
you. On the solstice, yes. And we're baking them up for you. We're going to edit them. We're going to get them all out to you at once. And then we're going to have regular shows every week just on Tuesdays. And we'll have you guys, if you want to write in some hot seat questions,
That's a great idea.
right
That's a
to
great idea.
the seat is hot at gmail.com.
The seat is hot everywhere.
We
baby.
have one for later. I mean, we wanted to find out if we could pull Brett Favre out and have a third thing that is off limits.
And let us know what you think.
Religion, politics, and whatever you suggest.
Yep.
There we go. All right, guys. We will see you. This is the first one. You got 4 more waiting on you.
We're
Yeah.
going to do 4 more
Go.
this afternoon.
Watch them all.
All right. Remember, we're not,
not
good
good
enough.
enough.
We're fucking not good enough.
Nope.